So in this video, we are going to create this number animation. So without wasting time, let's get into After Effects. So here we are in After Effects. First of all, we need to create a new composition by clicking here, and we have a YouTube size 1920 by 1080, and we'll just name this comb by main comb and okay. So we have a new composition. Now I want to create a background, and we'll just have a background. This is the background, and if you want the same background, you can copy the code and we'll click okay. So we have a background. So I want to put an effect on the background which is called CC vignette, and this is the effect. So I put this effect on the background. Now what I want to do, I will just draw a gradient rectangle by coming over here and select it, and we have this, like, look at the setting. We have a stroke, we have this color, and the stroke is 6, and we have selected linear gradient from here, and we'll just draw a shape. So we have this shape. Now what we want to do, we will create a composition out of this shape. So make sure you are selecting the layer and Control Shift C, and we'll just name it number animation. So we have this layer, number animation. So we have this layer. Now we'll have to go inside the layer, and what we want to do over here, we'll just click on this. As you can see, this button, region of interest, it is called region of interest. We'll click over here and we'll just draw a shape in which we have to cover the shape that we already have in the composition. So once we have done it, we'll come over here to the composition, and from here we need to select crop comb to region of interest. Once we have done it, now we have this shape, and I will tell you why I did that. So now we have to put some numbers. So before putting number, we'll have to just mess up with the color, and we'll just have to fix it according to our liking. So we have this color, gradient color. So now what I want to do, I will just put some numbers. I will put some numbers. So we'll just go like some random numbers from 2000 to something. So we have this number. So I will also put these numbers in a composition. So we'll create composition. So we'll just come over here, Control Shift C, and we'll just put over here number. We'll just name it number. So we have this composition. We'll go inside this composition. So this composition is for numbers. So we'll just click over here. So we'll just come over here and just composition setting. Make sure we just put over here 800, and height should be like 4000. And now let's see, we made this for numbers, right? So what we can do, we'll add some more numbers to it. We'll just click over here and we'll be adding numbers to it. So I'll just fast forward this process. So now I have all these numbers, I have typed them. So what I can do, I'll just select the layer and will put the anchor point in the middle by clicking Control Alt Home, and it will be in the middle. We'll just take it up. So we'll just take it up. Now we have all these numbers, right? But I think there is one thing. We'll just increase the leading between these numbers, the space between these numbers. So we'll just select the layer and come over here, and maybe we can just increase it like this. So now I think it is better. So we'll go back to our rectangle composition. So we are here now. As you can see, what we can do, we'll just keep it in the middle. So make sure it stays in the middle. Maybe we can just scale it down a bit, something like this. It looks, I think, better. So now what we will do, we'll draw another rectangle for this number so that we could mask this number in that rectangle. So what we can do, we'll just come over here and we'll just draw another. Make sure you have selected this solid color, whatever color, doesn't matter. So we'll just draw a random kind of rectangle. So we have this rectangle. Now we'll just mask this number layer into that rectangle. So we'll come over here, track mate it into the numbers. Now we have the numbers is in this rectangle that we have just. So now what we can do, we can just animate these numbers. We want to do the position. We'll just need to see. Now what we have, as you can see, we can just animate it, right? So we'll just animate them. So what we can do, we'll just I'm just gonna put a keyframe over here and just go forward few frames and just take it down. So let's say we want to see 2018. So let's say I want to stay over here. So this is the animation, but it doesn't look smooth. To make it smooth, we'll just select both the keyframes, F9. We'll head over to the speed graph, and we'll just pull it forward maybe to 75, and just take it to 50, around like 60, 58 is good. So now we'll just see it. It looks good, but we'll just to make it even more smooth, we'll just take it away. And now see, it looks good, but I think the rectangle is too big. So what we can do, we'll just make it like, we'll just see if it is too big. So I think I have the space between the numbers is too big. So what we can do, we'll just go to the number again, we'll come over here and we'll just decrease it. Make sure you are selecting the layer, otherwise it will not work. So we'll just decrease it, and let's go back and see. We'll just take it. So now we want to, let's say we want to be here. Now I think it looks good, right? So we'll just keep it over here. So now the one thing you must be noticing is that the edges are too sharp. As you can see, the edges are too sharp. We don't want this kind of edges, we want it to be soft. So what we can do is, so we will apply an effect on the mask layer that we had, like this layer. We'll just apply an effect which is called false box blur. So this is the effect. So I'll just apply it and just will increase the number, the blur radius. As we increase it, as you can see, it looks better. So we'll just scale it down a bit, scale it down, just take it up. Now it looks good. As you can see, we can just adjust this rectangle according to our liking. Now let's see the animation. So now we have this animation. So now what I want to do, will just simply draw a line. Make sure when you are clicking over here, make sure you are holding the shift, and then it will draw a straight line. So what we have a line over here. So we have this line. So as you can see, one thing, we'll just zoom in. The edges are too sharp. We don't want these edges, so we'll just make it down. So by clicking over here, contents, shape, and we'll come over to stroke, and will butt cape, will come over here to round cape. So now we have a round edges, as you can see. So we'll just write numbers. So it is too simple, I'll just write it. So now as you can see, I have typed number animation over here. So now what we can do, I can see it is not aligned vertically. So what we can do, we'll just select all the layers from here, and then we will head over to align, and we will just click over here, align horizontally. So we have aligned. So now it looks better. So now what we can do, this is the rectangle which we had. We will just come over here and click S, and we will have this property of scaling. So we'll just unlink it. So we'll come over here, take these keyframes a bit forward, and we'll just come over here. We want to animate the rectangle. So how do we do this? We'll just create a keyframe over here. We'll just click over here 0, and we'll just take it forward, and here we will just put it on 100. So now we have this rectangle, as you can see, but we are having one problem over here. We want all these numbers in the rectangle. So how do we do that? So to have all those numbers in the rectangle, here we would see a square type of button, and as we click on it, we will have those numbers in the rectangle that we have. So now if we come back, we will have those numbers, as you can see. So we'll just click over here. We also want, for this, we want this horizontal line to be in the rectangle. So we'll just also click on the numbers. So now as you can see, we have this beautiful animation. So I think we should just mess a bit with the speed graph. So I'll just take it forward a bit. So I'll just take it forward. So now we have this animation, as you can see. So maybe we can just take it back. So if you go to our main composition, this is the animation which we have. So this is the animation which we have.